Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. I do for you. Got something nice for you today. Something real nice. You say it every day. I mean it. Let's go. Right is the 24 we live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I hope they're working out for you. The number says you tune in it. So I'm gonna keep giving it to you. Let's go. I got a good thing going. Let's rock with it. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual life, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That all my right thinkers know thyself. So I do what I gotta do for that to happen for you. So I'm here doing that. Let's go. Know thyself is the question. If you don't know the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. We got the person who knows not. And knows not that they know not is just foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know it's okay. They're asleep spiritually. I'm here to wake them up. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All this person reside in you. Right think to know thyself. And to Maya, be true. Today, I'm listening to my dude. I follow Side Guru, and when he speak, I listen. He always says some profound stuff. Pretty much everything come out his mouth is profound. So I piggybacked off a concept. Right thinking, let's talk about discipline over your memory and your imagination. According to society, we suffer because of our, what do you call it, vivid imagination, a vivid memory, and fantastic imagination. Let's talk about it. I take my learning lessons. When I learn it, I flip it to become a teacher lesson. So when I'm on the student part, I'm listening, I'm interpreting, I'm listening, saying, I can work with that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So now I got the lesson, got the understanding, got the concept. Now I'm gonna flip it and put it my way and serve it to my right thinkers. So here we go. That's what I call spiritual gumbo. I take it, conceptualize it, doctor it up a little bit, take a little out, put a little bit in, and do what I do to it. How you like it now? Let's go. A quick dose of spiritual gumbo. We call it discipline of memory and imagination. You know that we are the reason why we suffer. Why? From our memory. I'm still feeling the heartbreak of my first love, my first sweetheart breakup. So I'm still suffering from my memory. See? Again, when you live in the memory, you're going to feel the effects, be it good or bad. You can't live there. Why? Because you get stuck and it won't give you no progress. Understand that. So you don't want to suffer because of your memory. Let it go. Remembering those times, be they good or bad. That's what the memory does. It just recalls. You put the other stuff to it. So understand that. And understand, we also suffer from what? Here we go. Our fantastic imagination. If we know we got a surgery coming up, a dentist appointment, doctor appointment, something that we know something got to be done, we scared to death. You're suffering from imagination, something that ain't never happened. And 90% of our thought of what could happen or what might happen never do. Again, we suffer for imagination. And when he was breaking it down, I know just where I was going with this one. So I'm feeling this one. Now, we have to what? Think what? Right. Thinking ain't, you gotta think right. You gotta put a little more to it. So right thinking meaning know who you follow, understand what you're following, and be comfortable in what you profess to follow. That's all. When we have to think right, That means what? You learn your spiritual truths. You live by those truths. That's how you stay out of the memory and the imagination zone. Why? Stay in the present, in the now. Understand that concept. Why? I tell anybody, a Monday morning quarterback ain't never won a game. And that futuristic concept that never happened, and you suffering from something that never even happened. So get control over their memory and imagination. If not, you're gonna have that problem out of balance. Let's go. We have to use spiritual discipline when daily. Why? And live by them and live in what? The present. They call the present the now a gift. God's gift is the present. The present state that you're in. If you understand that, you'll understand it. And you live in the present and the now, that ends the suffering of imagination and memory. But we have to what? Learn to think right and stay in what? Balance, aka right thinking philosophy, and enjoy life by just what? Living right. If your life is balanced where you do the things you're supposed to do, treat people the way you want to be treated, your life is balanced. That's spiritual discipline. You can call it, I don't care, but if that's what you're doing, that's what it is. I'm just helping you along the way. Now, because of our vivid sense of memory, we suffer a lot. I do what I call taking a trip down memory lane every now and then. You just sit back and you reflect on, times going by. And I keep my portraits there. And that keeps me in that frame of mind. My memory is always kept alive. And every now and then I take a stroll down and remember them days. And sometimes I sit here and cry like a baby. Why? Because of the time. Some was good and some was bad. And if you get caught up in it, it will make you react all kind of different ways. Just let you know. So the memory is the bad man pajama. And because of your vivid memory, and watch this, your sense of memory brings back what? The times. And if they bad, you're gonna cry. Yep. For something that happened years ago. You cry like a baby right now. So that's vivid memory. Did it make you do that? Your memory serves, watch this. Your memory serves, my memory serves me when I choose to what? Go down that road. Not to change, but just to check the memory every now and then, just to relive certain things. Sometimes they ain't always good. You start out probably with a good memory, then you end up switching channels, and all of a sudden, it's a horror movie, and you sitting there wonder why did I do this. So, but a Monday morning quarterback ain't never won a game. So you going back and reliving anything in memory ain't gonna change nothing. So you can practice. Your memory could be your worst enemy. Why? If you let it control your life, you have problems. You can be stuck. And what happened and what could have been, what made it. No, let it go. I know people still playing that. Man, not a good state of mind. Okay. And I know people, we dealing with memory now. Your memory, remember, is the lesson learner in life. You learn and you should remember the lesson that you learned to what? Not to repeat the same nonsense. So the memory can serve you in that capacity, and that's what it should do. My memory is an excellent servant. Why? But a terrible leader. I don't need to be led by my no. You don't have no need to be no. I don't want nothing from my past. Lead me on. No, don't do it. Why? It won't work. And it's a terrible leader in my daily life. No need to have the memory leading me nowhere. Except when I decide to take a stroll down memory lane. Now let's talk about the fantastic imagination that we got that will also cause you suffering. Only cause you thought it. That's the power of suggestion, power of belief. Imagination, here you go, aka dreaming. To our ego self, we imagine what? Good things. The ego, all it wants is good. It just, everything it wants is good. It don't care. Imagination, watch this, aka to dream, that impossible dream. And when it don't come true, ooh, we felt like we lost our best friend. If your dream aspiration was to be this and be that, and you go through life and it don't happen, depression sets in if you're not careful. Okay, so don't let the imagination, don't let it make you suffer because of what didn't happen that you wanted to. Imagination can what help you when fulfilled. Again, that dream of being, doing, and you achieve it. Yeah, but that dark side is you suffer the things that what you didn't get from your imagination. So just as bad as the memory, the imagination can beat you down. You're a loser. You ain't good enough. You couldn't make it. You are. So you got to be careful with that imagination. You got to be careful with him too now. Okay, he ain't always your best friend. All right. Now you have to what understand, and like your ego, you have to what control your imagination. If not, it may run away with you. Like the Temptations say, it's just my imagination once again. What? Running away with me, giving you all kind of ideas that ain't never gonna happen. So you gotta be careful. All right, that's control. Imagination is not what imagination, if not put under what control, like your ego, will what kill you too. Drive you crazy. Chasing that whatever you're looking for and never obtain it to the point where it will drive you crazy or drive you to kill yourself. Some people have committed suicide because they didn't reach levels in life that they thought they should. So they felt like free. They would say, well, the only way out is to take my life. No way, Jose. All right, moving on. Spiritual death, spiritual discipline. What's that? Spiritual discipline will stop the suffering. Ooh, I need to know. Yeah, there you go. Pay attention. Let's go. The fact that you can't control your desires means you have no spiritual or self-discipline. If something you're doing that's harmful to you, something you're doing that's not serving you, and you can't stop doing it, that is really a you problem. That's an addiction. That's a serious problem. And then do what your memory of that. No, that's the you problem that you need to address. Why? With no spiritual discipline, you subject to do anything. Okay, no self-discipline, you suffer. Why? Because of what? Lack of self-spiritual discipline. You need to use them daily. Why? It's a game changer and a lifesaver. If you living willy-nilly, if you ain't concerned about who and how you acting, you gonna have problems. Simple as that. When you're spiritually disciplined, you're gonna walk, talk, act, and conduct yourself in a certain manner. If you're Christian based, you're going to walk, talk, act a certain manner. If you're a Muslim, you're going to do the same thing. Jews, likewise. So whatever you profess, that's what you should do. Okay? And you have what control when you use spiritual discipline, you will have what control over what your ego. Okay? That's the main object. If you don't have control of your ego, you're going to be emotional. You're going to be easily aroused, desirable by how it look. You're gonna be easily agitated by anybody who oppose your way of thinking. So those are all bad qualities, aka lower nature Saturnian qualities. Spiritual self-discipline uses your higher level of thinking, better acclimating yourself to dealing with people on a higher level by showing, being respectful, and hopefully they're reciprocated and you're getting in return. But you have to be the giver. Okay? Don't worry about them. You just do what you're supposed to do. Watch this. When your spiritual when you live, watch this, right, and you present yourself in a respectful manner, showing you have what? Knowledge of self, you no longer suffering. Why? You living, doing, and being in the moment, living present, living right. So you are being blessed with life situations that someone seem to work out for you. We know them kind of people. They lucky. No, I just live right. I'm not going to Atlantic City because I'm on the road. Because no, I'm not doing that. Don't use God in that capacity. I don't gamble. So moving on. When you living right, you ain't got to gamble. Right living, righteous living, virtuous living is the sure winner. Moving on. The balance, aka my philosophy, it says living a righteous and virtuous lifestyle is controlling what your memory and your imagination have it under control, so you are enjoying life as you go. That's the beauty part of it. Last one, wrapping it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Ain't got to be that long for this one. Quickly, discipline over your imagination and your memory is the way to stop your suffering. Again, I teach, profess, and practice what I'm trying to get you to understand. It works well. I don't suffer from my memory. I don't suffer from my imagination. That's right thinking philosophy goal for all my right thinkers, not just to know thyself, but to keep what your memory and your imagination under control, just like your ego. They all go together. Trust me. Now, if you expect some form, if you expect some from people, if you expect something from people, you're going to suffer what? They're going to let you down. The best way to deal with people is don't expect nothing from them. And whatever you get from them is a plus. But if you expect something from them and get nothing, you don't feel good. So don't expect nothing from them. It don't hurt them not to have you expect something from them. Okay? They reciprocate. If they're the kind of person, you'll find out by what they do. You shouldn't expect anything except what you know you can. You do what you're supposed to do, they do what they do. So on them. You answer for yourself. Now, if you can't get over anything in life that happened to you, your memory is still in control. Let it go. If you can't let it go, your memory is still controlling you, like the ego. With your imagination and memory in check, aka balance, you can't suffer from either one. That's the name of the game. That's the concept I'm trying to get you to understand. As long as you balance, you ain't too much this side, too much that side, and you just moving on down the line. Okay? Last one. The goal of right thinking philosophy is what? To get you to know thyself. And that means discipline over both your imagination and your memory, aka self mastery. That's the goal for right thinking philosophy for all my right thinkers to master oneself and have an understanding and discipline over that memory and your imagination. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back.